Let's go back to the press conference to where Malik Scott got Deontay Wilder slaughtered in the press conference. Deontay Wilder only literally said about 4 words in the entire press conference. Yo, we got to recap that on T-Street Controversy with FightView360.com. Please take your time out. Hold on. Please take your time out, like the video, and subscribe. And what we're going to do now...
You guys like that shit?
Scaring
like this guy, woman beater? He must have learned that from his dad. Woman beater, baby. We're going to beat that woman beater.
Gunner Forever has just donated $2 through Super Chat. Wilder taking all kinds of L's at this presser, smiley face.
We're about to talk about it. I'm pulling up the clip right now. For those who are just getting here, the press conference, how would you rate it from a 1 to 10, 10 being, okay, 5-star, on a 5-star scale, how would you rate this press conference? I'm going to give it 4 stars. The only reason why I'm not giving it 5 is that Deontay Wilder didn't really say enough. I could take away another star because the press conference didn't start for about 45 minutes late. But Tyson Fury carried the press conference, very entertaining press conference, and it's one of the type of press conferences where you're going to be, it has high replay value. So let's go to the clip right now. We're going to recap it all, and now we get to talk over it and talk out of it. Y'all rating it that low? I'm giving it 4 stars. Let's go back and recap it. So if you don't know, let's just get through the particulars real quick. July the 24th, on pay-per-view. We don't know if it's going to be $69.99 or $74.99. WBC and Ring Magazine Heavyweight Champion Tyson Fury is going to be taking on Deontay Wilder in their 3rd fight. The first fight was what? It was something like December of 2019. Remind me if I'm wrong. I may be off by a little bit. The second fight was in February of 2020, about a month or so before COVID, had hit. And now here we are. Deontay Wilder getting his 3rd fight ordered by a judge and arbitrator, despite Tyson Fury and WBA Super, IBF, and WBO heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua being close to a deal. So right now, let's go back, recap it. And we're going to start right here. Okay, so basically Deontay Wilder wasn't saying anything. In fact, let me pull up Deontay Wilder's clip. And this was literally all he said at the press conference. So now we don't have to watch the whole thing. We're going to only skim through the good parts. So Deontay Wilder gets introduced right here. Boom. Okay. This is all he said throughout the press conference. Malik Scott did all the talking. And let me tell you, he got Deontay Wilder slaughtered. So this is all Deontay Wilder had to say right here. Please take your time out, like the video, subscribe. And also, we're providing full coverage for Fury versus Wilder 3. And if they have a 3rd press conference, a 2nd press conference in New York, which they normally do, I am going to be going. I'm going to hop right on that train and take my ass to crime-infested. Don't get me started. New York. New York makes me sick. I even got like the super flu from New York once.
Wilder.
Deontay, it's all you.
So,
Cat piss. Killing cats in the basement, brother.
America's favorite Brazilian has just donated $2. It smells of cat urine somewhere. Is it you? I bet it is. This remind me of Ronda Rousey not talking.
this is very similar to the Ronda Rousey situation, but it's still a little bit too early to tell. Now, remember, Wilder has already been off of social media for quite some time up until the build-up to this fight because he was very vocal. But since the Glovegate stuff, has been some real weird shit going on. And let's not forget about that twerking video of Deontay Wilder. But anyway, let's get back to this and keep on track.
I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I'd like to thank my amazing team. And I'd like to thank my strong legal team as well. Look, enough said. Time to cut off his head. And come July the 24th, there will be bloodshed. Get your tickets now. I'll see you soon.
So that's literally all he's going to say.
Once again, we'll have opportunity for Q&A for both of our fighters following.
So that's literally all he's going to say throughout the press conference. Now, I'm going to fast forward and we're going to just hear this brutal onslaught. I'm talking about it was like beating up a kid and taking their candy, and my God. Like, Tyson Fury's about to do some real nasty things to to Malik Scott, who didn't deserve this. Malik Scott's a good guy. He didn't deserve this, but at the same time, he kind of asked for it. So here, we're going to fast forward and just listen to this. Ooh. And I'm going to let it play through because it's going to get real nasty. Hold on. There we go. Starting right here. So to me, Tyson Fury clearly won the press conference, and this was very, very telling. And we found out that Tyson Fury is a drum buster. Or a drum busser. How about that? Put it on Alabama. There we go.
Through everything that you've been going through in this point to get you ready for this third fight?
Yeah, I just keep training, stay motivated. Every day I wake up, it's a blessing. I'm happy to be alive, you know. I'm happy to be living, being here right now, and I look forward to today. That's how I manage my problems. I don't look forward to the
Shit's
future.
about to turn up. Pay attention.
I enjoy today, that now living in the moment type of person. I look forward to the challenge. I hope he's going to bring something different to what he did last time. Well, he needs to. Let's face facts. And let's hope he can give me a challenge. I know he's took on Malik, very experienced guy in boxing. He's had a lot of professional fights himself. And let's hope he can bring the best out of Deontay Wilder, hopefully.
Malik, with Tyson saying he's got to do something differently to get a different outcome, what is that you think that he needs to do differently when you look down and break down film?
Well, when I look and break down film,
I know you study, you're a student of the game as well. So.
I don't feel as though this is not a thing of like so many different things Deontay have to do, because in my opinion, he wasn't able to do anything in the last fight. So it's about the mental adjustments he's made to the craft. And I think that's going to pay big dividends for him when you're in with a guy like Tyson Fury. You know what I'm trying to say? A lot of people have been seeing me and Deontay work, and they say, oh, they never seen him do this. They never seen him do that. Mm-hmm. These people haven't been seeing him in the gym. So we'll say Bermain Stavern second fight. That whole camp before Bermain Stavern the second fight, Deontay was boxing on his toes, doing all type of stuff. Before that, when we was getting ready for years back, I think it was Calvin Price. He was boxing on his toes. See, these are all things I've always seen and took notes and said to myself, if I ever get the opportunity to work with him, I'm just going to make the most things he do subconsciously, I'm going to make him drill those things. And that's what we do now. We repetitiously drill good things that most people haven't seen him doing in big.
So pay attention to what Malik Scott is saying and watch how Tyson Fury just tears him to shreds, to the point where I started like cringing and wanted to walk out the room. It was disturbing.
Right.
It's hard to take a fighter off his first professional loss and then have to sit there going through a loss.
I swear on God and them and my city Kentrell has just donated $5 through Super Chat. An empty barrel make the most noises. Wilder should have did more talking.
Yeah, it's not a good look, but maybe it's a strategy. But yeah, let's continue. It's about to get real nasty.
Through COVID, and then we hear all these allegations and things like that coming out. So just things that you can do to kind of just even keep your fighter in line and focus at the task in hand. What was that kind of those last months like doing that?
It wasn't really hard because, like I've been telling the reporters, if we got out the ring with Fury in the second fight at 12:45, we was disappointed and we had a long talk and everything, but literally around 3 a.m. or 4 a.m., Deontay was already putting his plan into play on what he wanted done, how he wanted to, rededicate himself, how he wanted to do everything correct to get the title back. And he's done that, and I'm expecting him to win and win in grand fashion.
Why do you think that Deontay doesn't want to answer any questions up here today?
Well, number one, he's very stubborn. You know what I mean? Even though he's rededicated his life and everything to the craft, he's very stubborn. But like most legends or like most gifted people, they have their things with them. Like even Fury, he has his things with him. A lot of people think he's crazy. Most people that are like that, Marvin Gaye is one of my favorite artists of all time, musician-wise. He had his thing with him. Michael Jackson, these people have their thing with him. But what I do, as long as Deontay give me what I want in the gym, long as he give me what I'm asking for when he's sparring, I don't care about the stubbornness. We gonna get this work done because we got a big task ahead, and it's my job and his job to make sure it get done.
So perhaps even portraying a different demeanor considering what he came here to do. I mean, I asked him about answering questions, and he said, the talking is done. It's just time to do business and to put in work. So I'm going to send it over to Tyson. Now, what do you make of the fact that Deontay doesn't want to answer any questions?
It shows how weak of a mental person he is, and how much of the beating from the last fight has took an emotional, physical effect on his life. I was worried about Deontay Wilder for quite a while.
Killing cats in the basement, brother.
Dice Flawless has just donated $5. It smells of cat urine somewhere, is it you? I bet it is. You can't say he lost the presser if he didn't participate. He's done talking. He's done with the hashtags. He's just ready to bust heads.
Like I said, I see what you're saying, but in a court of public opinion, man, they're going to be like, he got his ass whooped. I hear what you're saying. I hear your argument. But yo, listen, he's about to lay into him something real. Now, I'm not going to interrupt anymore. Listen to this shit and tell me that you can honestly say he didn't get his ass whooped at this press conference. Silent or
You
not.
guys like that shit?
Jesus.
Like this guy, woman beater? He must have learned that from his dad. Woman beater, baby. We're gonna beat that woman beater.
Hertz RDX Reaper has just donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Wilder is the only person capable of beating Fury. I may be wrong, but Wilder has his focus on the win. He doesn't have the give up in him.
Whoa. I mean, yeah, he did come close to knocking Fury's ass out. Listen, I'm not arguing with you dudes. It's just, all right, listen, let's get to it. This is where it picks up. All right, but thanks for the super chat.
Fact that Deontay doesn't want to answer any questions.
It shows how weak of a mental person he is, and how much of the beating from the last fight has took an emotional, physical effect on his life. I was worried about Deontay Wilder for quite a while after the defeat that I gave him. And obviously he's doing his little thing with his earphones on and he doesn't want to answer any questions. That's up to him. But I'm here to promote a fight and talk to the press, what I always do. So if Deontay Wilder doesn't want to commit to this press conference, let's me take Deontay Wilder's part. So I'll play double character if you want. Yeah, I'm quite good at doing these role-playing stuff. So I'll be Deontay Wilder and I'll be Tyson Fury, and we'll play a little game. So here's me taking as Tyson Fury. So he's employed Malik Scott to help him. And as Malik said, Wilder is a stubborn person, so he's got his own mentality and he wants to do things his own way. So to listen to other people is not what Deontay Wilder does. So no matter how much that Malik teaches Deontay's going to do what Deontay's going to do.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
Deontay's going to do what he's going to do.
He's been doing everything I've asked him and told him to do.
Yeah, but like Mike Tyson said, everyone's got a game plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Yeah, but you're talking about as far as training. He's doing everything.
Yeah, he can
plus
do that,
more.
but in the real fight I'm talking about, he's going to do what he's going to do. He's going to revert straight back to type, 100%. As soon as he hits him with the first right hand, he's going to see red and he's going to write, I'm going to take his head off with
Sugar
this big
Hill
right.
just said you're a one-punch knockout artist now, but there's no history of you knocking someone out with one punch. So that means when a fight gets started, or you want to go back
he's going to go straight back to revert, 100%. You heard it here first. And another thing is, you can't expect him to do something that you couldn't do.
Like what? Lock you out?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, but me and you never fought, Tyson. You bust my eardrum when we
did spar, didn't we? And we know what happened there.
You're a 260-pound man that can fight. You bust my eardrum the first time we sparred. That's not something to brag about. You can fight. That's what you do.
I know, but like you can't teach him to be some great fighter when you wasn't.
Tyson, who's teaching him to be a great fighter? I'm adding on to everything that he do.
Well, we were seeing the fight.
No, real quick.
The way I see it is, right, he's got rid of Mark Breland because Mark Breland's a cheater, whatever he said. And he's employed you. I think you've been working with him for a long time. I'm not here to disrespect you or anything because you're his trainer. You're not boxing. I'm not having a go at you. I'm just saying what I think at the moment. Like, everyone has this game plan of they're going to do something against me until they get in there. As we all know, because we've seen it so many times.
Was Sugar Hill a great fighter that teaches you very well?
No, he wasn't.
But
this is what I'm saying.
So why would you say, how am I going to teach him and I wasn't a great fighter?
I don't believe that. You can teach him in the gym as much as you want.
Right.
But as soon as he gets in the ring, Deontay Wilder's got 43
But that's what we got the date
he's
for.
going to do.
That's what we're going to see July 24th.
Well, we will see. But I'm going to state it here first. I'm going to stamp my claim that he's going to be the same old Deontay Wilder we've always seen.
You're supposed to see that.
And that's that.
He's gonna like it.
Just
He's
because.
gonna get it from a real man. Damn woman beaters. We're gonna beat that woman beater down.
Damn women beaters. Anyway, Liam Deegan has just donated €2 through Super Chat. Must have learned it from his dad, Shamrock. Shamrock, Michael the First have activated tuber boost, Shamrock, Shamrock.
The hell does that mean? But thank you for the super chat.
You both got your eardrums burst in sparring and fights. It is what it is. But I can't see him doing anything different. Maybe I'm wrong, but who knows? It doesn't matter.
But see, listen what I'm saying real quick. Say if you couldn't fight and you did that to me.
Yeah.
I would feel like shit. I'm boxing Tyson Fury. The first day I boxed him, he bust my eardrum. Then I come back to box him again the next day. And then the next day it happened and I couldn't hear and I couldn't continue to box. That's nothing brag. This shit happens in boxing.
Of course.
But you're bringing that up as if
no,
like...
you brought it up. You said I popped your eardrum. I didn't mention it.
No. But you just said, well, if he's getting bust up in sparring or if he's getting bust up in a fight, that's on them. Yeah, but you bust my ear. It's okay, though, Ty. That's what happens in boxing.
I didn't mention the ear
busting.
busting.
You just did at the end. You just did at the end.
You started with the ear busting. I didn't mention it.
Okay.
But as we're on the topic of ear busting, don't we find it funny that I busted both of these guys' eardrums, trainer and fighter? Crazy. Statistics.
Tyson Sugar Hill.
So, you know what I'm saying? That you done fucked up now. You know that, don't you? Yeah. You know you done fucked up, don't you? You know it, don't you?
Be aiming for Deontay Wilder's ears in the next fight. Burst.
Tyson, you talked about, and Sugar Hill has talked about developing that one-punch knockout power. You said exactly how the last fight was going to go. I went back and watched all the press conferences, and it went exactly how you said. So is it going to be, in your anticipation, a one-punch knockout, or how do you see this third fight
I'll tell you how I see it, and I gave my game plan away the first time because he wasn't good enough to do anything about it. And I'll do the same thing this time because he's not good enough to do anything about it.
You guys like that shit? Like this guy, woman beater? He must have learned that from his dad. Woman beater, baby. We're going to beat that woman beater.
Byron Moore has just donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Yo, please tell me you peeping that new boxing game coming out? Esports Boxing Club?
Yeah, thanks for the super chat, guys. I have checked out the new boxing game. I am going to be streaming it heavily when it comes out. I'm on the fence because all that gameplay shit, they're not showing me anything. And all those reactions that you're seeing from people like, all that, it's fake bullshit. I don't get involved in that. So, yeah, let's get back to the press conference. And it was Malik Scott's fault, by the way.
He's a one-trick pony. He's got one-punch power. We all know that. Great. But what I'm going to do to Deontay Wilder this time is I'm going to run him over as if I'm an 18-wheeler and he's a human being.
Now listen to this. If you don't remember, and I should pull up the clip. I think this clip I need to pull up for you guys so you can have. Give me 1 minute. You need context. This is important because he's about to predict, just like he did for the second fight, how he's going to defeat Deontay Wilder. And as you can see, he's very, very capable. Hold on. He's very capable of doing it. So I'm going to pull up this clip here, and you'll have a better understanding. The quality may be a little bad because it's from my Facebook, and if I was to pull it up from my archives, God knows what the quality would be. So here, I believe it is right here. Yeah, right here. It's 2 minutes long, but this is important. So what this is Tyson Fury, throughout the whole buildup of Wilder versus Fury 2, telling Deontay Wilder exactly what he was going to do to him. Please, once again, take your time out, like, subscribe. It'd be great if we can get to 1,200. And then we're going to play this old clip, and then we're going to play the new clip from today and compare them both. So this was listen.
Fantastic. I'm going to go out there, I'm going to give him a boxing lesson, and I'm going to knock him out. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm not afraid to go el mono with the biggest puncher on the planet, biggest puncher of heavyweight boxing. When I knock him out, it's going to look excellent for me, isn't it? It's a bold move, that's for sure. But we fight fire with fire, and the confidence I take into this fight, what enables me to take confidence from going forward at him, is I've never lost a dogfight, ever. Even when I've got off the floor, even in round 12, when I went at him, aggressive, he was all over the show. He couldn't contain me. So if I do that from round 1, he's going to be gassing by round 5 and hanging on to the dear life. I've been really honest with you. I told exactly the truth. I'm looking for a knockout. I didn't come here again to get a bad decision. That's all I'm looking for. One big right hand, nail Deontay Wilder, good night. There's the game plan. I'm looking for a knockout. The thing is how do you beat a massive puncher? You got to back him up. You have to back him up because he gets massive leverage in those long arms, coming forward and landing those big punches. So I gotta back him up, put him on the back foot, let him absorb some of mine. People say to me, "Oh, he's lucky. He gets away with this one shot." Like he just said, it ain't luck. He has to put it there. But this time, it won't be there. And that's what this little skinny legged super noodle will have to do, nail me to the canvas. And if he can't do that, I'm going to eat him up. This time is going to be different. He thinks I'm going to come out irking and jerking, as Eddie Hearn says. Everyone's took that style now. The irky-jerky style of Tyson Fury. Made it famous. I'm not looking for irky-jerky. I want him to meet me dead in the centre of the ring. Let's have a slugfest. Best man stands up, loser goes down.
Want to taste blood. You've said this before, and you've said it in the lead-up.
Does not bother me. I'm going to take him, I'm going to cut him and see how he feels like it. I'm going to see if he's going to get up off the floor. I'll meet you, Deontay, in the middle of the ring, 22nd of February. I won't be running. You won't have to look anywhere for me. Just watch out for the right hands. He's an on-top fighter. He's a bully fighter. And when a bully gets bullied, he folds every single time. He can laugh about it now. When he's on his back looking up at me, he'll know what I'm talking about. Let's hope both men back up all the shit talk, eh?
And that was over a year and a half ago. And everything he said during those multiple press conferences in the build up to the fight, he literally did. From Deontay Wilder gassing, from him walking him down, from him, taking away his right hand. And this is what he said, predicting the third fight. This is what he said just not even 15 minutes ago. Please take your time out. Please like the video, subscribe.
Enough to do anything about it, and I'll do the same thing this time because he's not good enough to do anything about it. Deontay Wilder's a one-trick pony. He's got one punch power. We all know that. Great. But what I'm going to do to Deontay Wilder this time is I'm going to run him over as if I'm an 18-wheeler and he's a human being. And I guarantee you he does not go
broke my back
past where he did before.
What do you mean by that? You broke
my back is broken.
What, a vertebrae or what portion?
Spinal.
Will Pine has just donated $5 I'll never forget how he ate poor Evander's ear. Shame. How can you respect a man who won't speak for himself?
Like I said, I look at it as I think his team told him not to speak, or to say as little as possible, to not, say some shit that's going to follow him in the media up to the fight. You see what I'm saying?
Because before I only had 5 or 6 weeks of practicing what I was going to do to him. This time I've had 18 months of practicing what I'm going to do to him. So I anticipate it's going to be like an 18-wheeler running over somebody.
Killing cats in the basement, brother.
Thanks for the super chats. I'm going to have to rewind.
Samso has just donated £5. It smells of cat urine somewhere. Is it you? I bet it is. I saw your video where your daughter was on and that was very wholesome. God bless you and her. Been a fan of yours for years. You're the realest. 100.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for all the super chat. So let's try to get through this. Of course, I'm happy to take your money. But yeah, let's get through this.
Of practicing what I was going to do to him. This time I've had 18 months of practicing what I'm going to do to him. So I anticipate it's going to be like an 18-wheeler running over somebody. And that's what you're going to see. I'm building my weight up. I'm trying to get up to 300 pounds for this fight. Because I'm looking for a big knockout straight away. I don't believe he's mentally, physically, or emotionally involved in his fight. I think he's doing it for the wrong reasons. And when people do things for the wrong reasons, they always wind up getting hurt. So we'll see on fight night if I'm a man to my word and if I can run him over quicker than round 7. And I think I do, for sure.
Malik, I'm sure you guys were always confident because Deontay's plan was always to get this third fight no matter what was going to happen. So if I could just ask you one more time to respond to how Tyson Fury believes that this fight is going to go down based on what you guys have worked on. I'd imagine you say no way.
You asked me what do I think of Tyson's prediction?
Yes.
I think it's just cliche. A fighter is supposed to think he's going to, especially he had a good night the last time. He had his best night on Deontay Wilder's worst night. The stars just lined up for him. That's not going to be the same in the trilogy.
All right. He's not got any final comments that you'd like to make.
Do you want to ask Deontay Wilder a question?
I did try, but Deontay's going to...
I'll answer it for him. It's fine.
That's okay. That's okay, you guys. Anything else, Malik, that you would like to say? No? Deontay, you're good? He's good? Anybody else? Any final comments here, since this is the one and only press conference that we're going to have here, and then we get ready to take some photos here, and then you'll have to answer from the media. Anything else? Bob, anything else you'd like to say, Bob? Go, yeah.
Just, it's going to be a great fight. And you can see Deontay Wilder is saving his energy by not saying anything. Good. Maybe that'll help him in the fight. I doubt it. We'll see what we'll see on July 24th.
Any final words, Tyson? Champ, I'll give you the final word.
Thank you, everybody, for turning out for this one-sided press conference. Yeah, hopefully the media have some good questions and we can get some answers and stuff.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for coming. I'm Christina Poncher. What we're going to do right now is have the fighters come up here for a photo op, and then the respective sides will separate them for questions with the print and online media. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Remember, the fight is going down Saturday, July 24th, live on pay-per-view from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. And tickets are on sale now. You can go to AXS.com and TMobileArena.com to get your tickets. It's an all-heavyweight pay-per-view, all culminating in the main event with these two guys right here, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder 3. Thank you for joining us. Deontay?
We'll watch the face-off. It's going to be a very long face-off for those who didn't get a chance to watch it earlier when it was live. And, yeah, we're going to be here for fight night. All of the build-up content will be right here. Let me turn it up so you can hear what they're saying. And shut up. Okay, let's go full screen, get rid of the chat. Boom. Damn, I should have got the timer, right? Hey, let me see. Damn, it's too late. The halfway point is when Kelly Swanson comes in and you hear Malik Scott talking to her.
They is not facing no front.
Yeah, I think they wanted to look forward.
They is not. Okay.
Two-time. Two-time. Two-time.
No, come on.
Try to see if you can turn it towards the camera. Can we have you guys turn and face forward to the cameras that are watching, please? Maybe, pretty please.
Two-time. Two-time. 1 + 1 = two-time.
Thanks, guys. We got media to do.
Oh, we just reached the halfway point. We still got more time to go.
20 minutes? All right, police. You tell me when they're ready to break it up, okay?
Okay.
Don't touch him. Don't touch him. Nobody put their hands on him.
What is happening?
Why do you take glasses off? Boom spot.
Two times.
Boom squad.
Two times.
Boom boy.
Two times.
Huh?
Two times.
Two times.
Two times.
Boom boy.
Two times.
Get another knockout. He's gonna get
Two times.
boom boy.
Two times.
You're a little bitch.
Two times.
Bitch boy.
Two times.
Good there and say that.
Two times.
Bitch boy.
Two times.
Two times.
Two
No
times.
time.
Two times.
No time.
Two times.
No time.
Yeah.
Another KO. Retire him this time. Retire this time.
Like cat piss. Killing cats in the basement, brother.
Count Drago has just donated $2. It smells of cat urine somewhere. Is it you? I bet it is. Good fight, but more excited about undercards. Boxing love. Boxing love.
Two times.
Boxing love, boxing love. Two times, two times.
Two times.
Me and you, no bother.
No. Two times.
We need boxing. We're not professional boxers.
Two times.
Anytime. Yeah.
Last week I only had sex 2 times. 2 times. 2 times.
Yeah. We gonna see. Two times.
No jokes here. All you big ass.
Two times.
Last time you play your big ass, you got knocked down, didn't you? This time, you shut your fucking mouth.
You 2-timing ass.
Two times.
There's a 6'5" one of you.
Two times.
Bitch.
Two times.
Pussy boy.
Two times.
Like you walk away.
Two
pussy
times.
boy.
Two times.
When you good goes to run, sit over there. You sausage. Look at him, I'm kicking your face. All right, Fred. Still here? I'm still here. Where's my man gone? For a good stare out then. Talk like a little pussy what he is. They're all pussies, Tyson. All the good for is good to walk away.
Hey, well, now that was uncalled for.
Crackers. Number words, John. There's one for you as well, Dwarf.
Two times.
One right here. You little small little piece of shit.
I thought 2-time dude left.
What's going on? What we're doing now?
All right, everybody. So Tyson Fury is going to be down there with.
All right. Long ass media event. We've been live for 2.5 hours. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Got some more videos to do. And expect I'm going to be uploading recaps and little clips from the press conference throughout the night and tomorrow, including this video. So thank you guys for watching and all the new subscribers. Remember all of your major boxing events we're going to be here for. You know, very busy week. If you're a low-down degenerate and want to see post-fight video and highlights and recap of Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. versus versus Anderson the Spider Silva, then we will be here. All right. T Street Controversy with FightView360.com. Please subscribe. Thank you for liking the video. And I'm also going to edit this video up. So by time tomorrow, it's probably only going to be about 45 minutes long. I'm going to trim all the fat out.